Greetings, world. Greetings, President Donald J. Trump. The intent. I was born Loretta Obi. I used to be Loretta Ebenike. Azuka is the middle name. The intent of this video is to bring to the attention the right people. I want the right people to hear. I want the right people to see me speak. United States Incorporation is a company, not a country. A company that was created around 1920s. And this company is bankrupt, is foreclosed, insolvent, it's been shut down. Since around 2019. It no longer exists. But they have been creating emergencies and been operating under this. There are people who are targeted because they are aware, targeted because of their bloodline, an Asian bloodline. And I happen to be one of them. I'm not going to go into all the details of when I became aware. I will just focus on the recent. And it's about a cult. I've been targeted by many cults, but this one specifically, United Federation of Planets Republic. They go by and they claim to be domiciled in Texas, that they have a headquarters in Texas. The leader of the group, publicly, the leader of the group, Cynthia Howard, she also goes by Sapphire, Commander-in-Chief, Sinil. And she claims to be the creator of what, I have no idea, but she claims to be a creator. She lured me to Texas. And she claimed that in Texas, I will be able to find an opportunity, better opportunity in as a physician. She was trying to plug me back into the system that I already happily walked away from. When I arrived at Texas, I was staying at Sugar Land Hotel. I had a video conference through Zoom. And this was around June 17, 2023. And during this conference, they acted like they were trying to assist me locate a place to store my vehicle, automobile. 2 days after that, 3 days after that, June the 20th, they probably had a private investigator following me around. I went to Texas Farmers Market, parked in the parking lot. Somebody broke into the car and took my bag. In that bag was $3,000, 3 gold coins, 3 iPhones, travel documents, passport, social security. The whole, a lot of stuff was in that bag. They made away with that bag. I was lucky because I still had my bank card on me. So I was able to access some money that way. Returned to that hotel, left Houston, and drove up to Arlington. In Arlington, she sent me the same Cynthia Howard, sent me to who she claims was a family member that she's known for over 15 years, and this is Mr. Claude Trotter III. He lives at 2400 Overland Lane in Arlington, Texas. The intent was that he will help me secure a place because I was new to Texas. But he manipulated me into staying in his home. He knew I was a targeted individual, and their intent was to eliminate me and make money doing that. After spending 6 months with him, I was very unhappy because of what was going on. The drugs, the sex rituals, the orgies, constant noise, the parties, sports parties. Imagine living in an environment where there's always constant noise, smoke. So I told Cynthia that, look, this guy is exploiting me. And she made the world believe that I was giving a free home, which wasn't true. I was paying rent. I paid him rent every month. Plus I was paying for my parking space too. That should have come for free. Okay? So I left that house and I went to another woman's house. Her name was Martha Breckenridge. And at the time, I didn't realize that she was also part of this cult. I moved in January with Martha. I was also renting from Martha. I paid my rent. So, but there were things that were happening in that house that just didn't make sense to me. And I decided, okay, I have to leave this place too. I started making plans to leave. Okay, she shows up one day and serves me an eviction notice. So you gotta leave in 3 days. I said, Martha, this is not possible. I want to leave. I'm not happy here. The intent is for me to leave. But you gotta give me enough time. And according to the law of Texas, you should give me 30 days to leave. She gave me 3 days. So when we are arguing this, she said, well, I'm gonna call the police and file a false charge. I said, really? She actually did that. Called the police and claimed that, I threatened her with a knife, a kitchen knife, that was kept by the door where she was standing. She picked it up by the door. I was on the bed, which was 20 feet away from the door. How did I threaten you with a kitchen knife that is by your side? And I was away. So she called the police, but I had the whole interaction recorded on the phone. I showed it to the police. They realized that she filed a false charge. Instead of arresting Martha for filing a false charge, the police took me to jail for 8 days. And then I was being evaluated for some mental disability, mental impairment in the jail. When I was released, I went to a hotel to stay. Okay? So I started calling the police because my property that was left at Martha's protection residence that they dropped off in a storage unit, a lot of the things that were valuable to me were taken away. They stole them. They stole my crystals. They stole my documents. And these documents are will, deeds, bonds, promissory notes, legal documents. They took them. They even took cookies. They took ramen noodles. Okay? So, I now called the police to file a charge against Martha for filing a false charge against me. I also called the police to report that my items were stolen. The DeSoto Police Department did not make any effort to assist me in any way. They refused to charge Martha with any crime. They did not assist me in locating my missing items either. So what they suggested was that I should go and file a suit against Martha in the small claims court. Okay? And I had no idea that they control that too. Of course, that's why they will send you there. I filed a charge against Martha, trying to reclaim my property or have them locate my property. The case was awarded or given to Judge Sasha Moreno. Okay, and this court is located 106 West Church Street, Suite 210, Grand Prairie, Texas. What Sasha Moreno did denied me due process. I've been in all the legal battles, and at this point, I know how it goes. Sasha Moreno denied me due process of the law. I repeat myself, Judge Sasha Moreno denied me due process of the law. Denied me a continuance when I could not appear to the pre-trial conference. They proceeded without my presence. Denied me an opportunity for discovery. This is the first time ever any legal system has ever done that. But she did that. And we know what else she did? I had a scheduled jury trial for April the 25th. They switched it, changed it to a bench virtual trial, knowing very well, because I told them many times that this will not be productive. Trials take hours, calling in from Africa. I can barely even stay on the phone for 30 minutes, international phone call, and it doesn't get disconnected. Talking about virtual? I explained all those things to them, that a physical trial is best for me. But what does Sasha do? She insisted on virtual trial, a bench trial, because that gave her the power. And what did she do? Oh, I could not prove my case, she claims. Every evidence, I gave it to them. Police report, I gave it to them. All the video evidence, I gave it to them. Text messages, I gave it to them. Sasha Moreno claims, Judge Sasha Moreno claims, I could not prove my case. And she awarded judgment to the defendant. This is a violation of the law. And I'm bringing this to the attention of FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. I'm bringing this to the attention of President Donald J. Trump, the people that I know that can intervene. Because going to a system that is consciously targeting me, system that have been involved in this assault against me, against my sanity, against my prosperity, against my forward movement. You go to the same system asking over and over and many times now for justice. It's counterproductive. Because according to Albert Einstein, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, is the definition of madness. And I am taking a different approach now. I am bringing this issue to the attention of the public, to the attention of people who can intervene. I want Judge Sasha Moreno investigated. I want Martha Breckenridge investigated, and the whole cult, every connection to Martha and Breckenridge is criminal. The legal system will never bring her to justice because she caters to judges. She caters to police officers, attorneys. Her home is a sex trafficking hub. So prosecuting her means, by the same legal system, prosecuting Martha means that a whole lot of people will come down with her. And I say, if Sean Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy, could be under prosecution now, Martha, you are nobody. You don't have the power that Sean had or the connections that Sean had, and he's under prosecution. You are coming down too, and I will be your witness. Because I went, I saw, I heard. What is going on children? Children that are being sexually trafficked? That is my intent. Please, 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 President Donald J. Trump, Palm Bandi, and Kesh Patel intervene. Because in the past, during the administration of the Clintons, the Bushes, Obama, and Biden is all Democratic left wing. They were part of the problem. They are part of the people targeting innocent people, and they will not give you justice. But with President Trump, it's a whole new ball game. And I intend to bring these people to justice. Martha Ann Breckinridge, Cynthia Howard, or Sapphire, or Commander-in-Chief Cy Neal, and everything else network connected to her. Claudia Trotter III, and his partner, Dr. Andrea Spencer. Okay? These are the people that I met, I interacted with, I lived with. Of course, it's a whole network, but I'm telling you that this four would expose the rest of them. And I need justice. I deserve justice. I call upon every force out there that can bring this team down. There's people operating in the shadows, hidden in secrecy, getting paid to assault, attack, abuse, molest, lying, stealing, killing, money laundering, espionage, the whole 9 yards. Please, President Donald Trump, hear my cry. I'm only representing millions of Americans that are being targeted. I am the voice of the voiceless. Millions of American people are under assault, especially by the legal system, and they turn around and deny you justice. And they plotted the assault. Please.